Hello Ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to some of the strangest battle royales you're going to see all year. Battle Royale, I know, is doing everyone's heads in. You're either loving it or you're sick to the sight and sound of another game shoehorning in a battle royale. But Blackout has proven that if it's done right, people can really enjoy Battle Royale still, and not just the big two of Fortnite and PUBG. There's been many attempts to make a unique and different type of Battle Royale, but these next games I'm about to show you look really interesting to me. They seem quite fun, and they're definitely unique. Very strange indeed. So if you're really not a fan of Battle Royale, maybe some of these games will entice you, and if you are a huge fan of Royale, maybe these are things you should be looking out for. So come with me as I take a look at some of the strangest and weirdest Battle Royale games out there right now or coming very soon. Kicking off with Ring of Elysium. Now this game's been around quite a while in Asia. In fact, it got released a good year ago. There was a lot of buzz around it, but it wasn't coming to the West. Well, that's changed now for most of you guys. You're going to be able to play and download this for free on Steam right now if you're in North America. Europe, you're going to have to wait a number of weeks. It's not looking likely to come out for another 3 or 4 weeks just yet. So what makes Ring of Elysium very unique and different? Well, take a look at it. It's set in a huge snow map. Okay, that's not that interesting, but look at the ways that you can get around the map. We've got all sorts of things: snowboards, paragliders, absolutely crazy stuff going on here. I can't wait to give this a try. It is absolutely looking amazing. It's made or published by TEHSE. They got the publishing rights for PUBG on mobile in Asia, and it looks like they may have got some help designing and utilising their own game. Now this doesn't use the Unreal Engine, it does use TEHSE's own proprietary engine, so it's going to not hopefully have the jankiness that sometimes you experience in Unreal shooters. It is looking really unique and different. It's not the last player alive. You can actually win with up to 3 other players by getting a seat on the rescue chopper. That is the aim of the game. There is storm zones that will come in and be colder. There are also other weather effects. There could be avalanches that occur in certain points of the map. So really unique weather systems, really unique ways of travel, and a not just the same last man standing mechanic at the end. Ring of Elysium really is looking to shaping up be a really good game. No release on Xbox or the PS4 information releasing, but it is looking likely they're going to be putting a lot of money into this. They've already got another map running in Asia, not known whether or not it's going to be coming to Steam just yet. So I'll keep you guys posted when this is coming out for Europe and if it ever does come out onto console. Now this next one my good friend Sharkaroni showed off last week in an access show. It is actually called Last Tide. They had to change the name from King Tide. It is an underwater battle royale. Yes, I know. Get enough of this. It's not just simply harpoons though. You are going to be using regular weapons under the water, and it's got the added element of having a great big huge shark that comes along. Now I'm pretty sure the shark actually senses more blood, and when it comes along it will actually come and take out players who are injured more. It can swim around, it will hunt you down. There's all variety of weapons. Go and check out Sharkaroni's little review she did for me last week if you want more information about Last Tide. Now this one's not free to play. It's currently £11.99 on Steam, but it has got a free weekend coming up on the 27th of September. So if you want to give this a try on Steam, go and give it a go. Again, no news on console. I can't really see this coming at any stage really. It looks like a Steam game only for now, but certainly interesting. Certainly mixes up the environment of where you're playing your battle royale, and the shark element does give it a little bit of added danger. Now we go from under the water to hopefully on top of the water if you play your cards right. Maelstrom is a nautical battle royale. You're going to be running around in a boat or a schooner or a huge battle armada ship taking out other players. It looks a little bit crazy. I'm good to see that we're not just experiencing first person, third person player games. Something unique with vehicles like this could really take off, and I do like the fact that they're trying something very different with the naval theme. As you can see from the trailer, it looks fast and frenetic action. It's also got some fantasy elements to it. You can be going around getting gold littered away in the waters and taking out your enemies. Once the match finishes, you'll be able to upgrade your ship. So if you wanted to be a pirate without all the scurvy and running around or swimming, then getting on one of these ships is going to be your next best bet if you want to experience some battle royale flavour. I really like the fancy look of it. I really like the idea of it as well. It looks fast, frenetic, and it's got a very good positive rating on Steam. Around £15 something on Steam at the moment. Go and give it a try if you're looking for something a little bit different with a nautical idea. Now this next one I thought was a joke when I read my email, but they really have made a Greek themed battle royale. 100 demigod players will be fighting it out in Zeus Battlegrounds. It's going to have solo and teams up to 4 players. It's focused on melee, but as you can see there's bows and arrows in the game, and there are lots of magical items that look like they do quite a bit of range damage. Now, good news for them console players. I know I've been talking a lot about games coming to Steam. This one is coming to Xbox One and the PS4. It is going to be free to play. It's got some currently going on betas, and it's looking likely to launch, supposedly, according to the Steam website, this September. So we haven't got long to go. Maybe it'll be the very end of the month we'll get to see this on Steam, and hopefully I'll give you guys more of a release date when it comes to Xbox One and the PS4. It does look a little bit hokey, but what can you expect with 100 players made by a small independent studio maybe? This is the closest you're going to get to a God of War Battle Royale. Now after closer inspection, that doesn't sound like such a terrible thing. Going around meleeing people, it's obviously got some cues from some of the more melee focused Battle Royales like the Culling, and obviously putting in its own flavour. Zeus Battlegrounds is coming to PC, Xbox One and the PS4. Free to play. Now this next one is definitely unique. It's a MOBA Battle Royale, but that's where the positivity really stops. I doubted whether or not I would really include this in this video because I'm going to go on a little bit of a negative rant. BATTLERITE is a free-to-play MOBA. It's been in development on PC for quite a while, and it's coming out on Xbox One in a beta. There were plans to reproduce it on the PS4 at some point as well, but for now it looks like it's only coming to PC and Xbox. So that game is free to play. MOBAs are great, they're maybe not as pop as they used to be, but they were the once hot property that Battle Royales really are now. So when they announced that they're going to be making a Battle Royale with 20 players playing a free-for-all game mode where the map does shrink but still in the same style as a MOBA, that got me pretty interested and hyped. However, the game is going to be charged at £20. You're going to have to pay money for this when the original MOBA spin-off game is free to play. It stinks of cash grab to me. I just can't understand or reason why they've made BATTLERITE free to play, but the Royale version, you've got to actually spend money on it. Supposedly coming out on 26 September on Steam, like I said, eventually hitting console. I am going to dig around a little bit more and see what's happening with BATTLERITE and why they've decided to charge money for it. Undoubtedly though, it's still pretty unique, and if you're a real lover of MOBA type games and Battle Royale, maybe this is going to itch that itch. Let me know what you think about that one, probably the most controversial game in my little preview today. Now this next one has got some really unique features. Mainly it's based on a comic series of Cyanide and Happiness. In it you are the Rapture rejects. While people have gone to heaven because they're devout to their gods, you are left behind to face off in a 100-player Battle Royale top-down experience. It's got a fairly lengthy intro. I will leave the link for this in the description down below as it's quite funny. You can pre-order this right now and you can take part in the alphas which are running at the weekends. I do believe it's £20 to buy, and like I said, them alphas are going to be running. No concrete release date other than at some point during 2018. Don't maybe expect this to come to Xbox One or the PS4 at any point very soon. The studio behind it has produced a bunch of little nice indie games, including Mr. Shifty, Final Station, Speedrunners and Streets of Rogue. So it's got a good pedigree of independent games that haven't done too bad for themselves. So here's hoping this does make the cut and it is going to be a substantial and decent entry into the Battle Royale genre. It's definitely got a unique style and I like the idea they're trying something different. The top-down perspective really lends itself to just a bit of fun. Not too sure on that price point though. £20 for a game like this maybe is just a little bit too much. If overwrite Battle Royale games like Isles of Nine, which have basically flopped, can actually do themselves out of business because they're charging for something that's so oversaturated, I'm not too sure on the comedy aspect of something so different charging so much. You let me know down below, should these games be cheaper, should they be free to play, or are they at the right price and I'm just a tightwad? Now this next one is pretty much the only clone I'm including in my Strangest games. There's a bunch of these out there at the moment depending on what you view as a clone. There's even Fortnite clones coming about now which look terrible, and we've seen plenty of PUBG mobile games that basically just rip off the game completely. However, this one has just got a bit of humour to it and I like the idea of it. It is called Cuisine Royale. Maybe taking winner winner chicken dinner a little bit too much to heart, Cuisine Royale is a Battlegrounds ripoff, but it's got lots of humour and it's got lots of nice little touches. You make your body armour from all these various pots and pans. If you don't know, the PUBG developers tried suing a mobile game that used basically the pot and said it was a unique and original idea and that no one else should be using it. That was what was cited in the court papers. So God knows how this game's got away with it, as it's clearly aping and taking the piss, but it's got a bunch of positive reviews on Steam. It's actually got more positive reviews than PUBG, and there's over 9,000 players who have actually reviewed it, so that signals there's actually people playing this game. It's free to play as well. Go and give it a try, if just for the lols. Let me know how you get on with Cuisine Royale. Do you cook up that winner chicken dinner? So there we go, the Battle Royale genre is thriving, whether you like it or not. There's going to be certainly some cash grabs, there's going to be some horrible, horrendous games out there, but there is some quality and there are some unique things and there are some people that are doing stuff really well. Like I said at the start of the video, Blackout has ignited my interest in Battle Royale games again. Really enjoyed that. Now, whether or not these games are going to live up to a AAA publisher taking on the genre, probably not, but they do offer something very different, and that's why I'm going to be giving you my Jade take. After these type of videos, I'm going to give you my honest to God opinion about stuff, rather than just giving you some fluff. And honestly, I like the idea. I know people really crap on Battle Royales, but for me, as long as you're being innovative and you're trying something different, there is huge popularity, there is a huge hunger for some of these games. They just need to be different and they just need to be a bit unique. I do think though that these games that are charging horrendous amounts of money for something so saturated, particularly on Steam, is a massive mistake. We've seen it with Fear the Wolves, Islands of Nine and Fractured Lands. All three of them games are currently, you've got to pay money to play them. They're not going to succeed because there's just way too much competition from the big ones. Why play a janky game that's still in development when you can go and play PUBG, which is still janky, but technically it's not in development anymore. You know, that's another argument for another day, but certainly PUBG is in a better optimized state than some of these other games already. And that might be a bit unfair, as PUBG also charge you money for their game, but they were the trendsetters, and now after that I just can't see anyone really taking over as the numero uno experience, apart from of course Call of Duty and Blackout. I think that's going to blow PUBG out of the water. That's just my personal opinion though. You let me know what you really think about Battle Royales. Tell me why you don't like them anymore. Is it just the oversaturation on YouTube and your friends talking about it? Is it just the gameplay itself? Does it get repetitive and boring, only playing one particular style of game? What makes it different from playing first person shooter games all the time? Let me know in your comments down below. Also let me know why you love Battle Royales. Let's keep it on a positive too. As I said, I'm really enjoying Battle Royale still. It's why I cover them still on my channel. I really do like trying new ones. They do get a bit stale and boring for me, but I really like trying innovative stuff. So I really hope some of these games succeed. I really hope they do the right decisions in terms of price points and release plans, getting some of these on console, because there still is a lack of these games on console. Lots of them are on PC, but we really haven't got a lot of these on Xbox One and PS4 just yet. So fingers crossed they can transport some of that over to consoles so that everyone can get a chance to play some unique Battle Royale experiences. I am Jade Plays Games. This has been a look at some of the strangest and weirdest Battle Royales coming out on systems. I will keep you guys up to date on some of these games. Let me know your favourite out of that lot, and I'll see you rat bags for another Access show very soon. PS, Ring of Elysium looks absolutely bonkers. Definitely my favourite out of this lot that I want to try.